Joining me now are a few members from the incredible dance crew from NBC's World of Dance, The Rise. We have Isaiah, Jalen, and Myson with us. How are the three of you guys doing?
Great.
Really well.
Good.
Love to see it. So how's the dancing going? Are you guys practicing right now, or are you taking a break for a while? Myson, why don't you go first?
We've been slowly trying to work back into just getting back into the swing of things. Still, we can't practice normally because we want to still be safe, and it's hard to do that and still put in the same amount of work. But we're doing the most we can, and we're doing as much. That's really it. We're just doing as much as we can at this point.
You maintaining workouts, Jalen?
Yeah, absolutely. We don't want to come back slacking. So, like Myson said, we keep up best we can at home and using our resources. Zoom is a great one.
Well, I want to get into your time on World of Dance. How are you feeling the first time dancing in front of the judges, Isaiah? I mean, I feel like that's the most stressful part of it, as opposed to just memorizing your routine.
Yeah, I mean, it's really surreal. Like when we first stepped out and we saw those three judges there, I mean, obviously that's like we're starstruck at that point. But I mean, that's what the endless hours of practice are for, is to be prepared for situations like that, high pressure situations, and just being able to execute everything as it's supposed to be.
I mean, the judges are absolutely incredible and so intimidating, even as a fan of the show. Well, while you got to impress every single one of them, who would you say you're each trying to impress the most? Jalen, why don't you go first?
For me, I would say I'm probably trying to impress J-Lo the most. She's just...
J-Lo. It's J-Lo.
J-Lo, exactly. Enough said. She walked by us and it was like seeing something from a fairy tale. She's so pretty.
What about you both? What about you, Isaiah?
I think I was of the three judges. I think personally I looked to impress Derek the most. I think I just appreciate his eye for critiques and for dancing itself.
And what about you? Come on now.
With different aspects of the dance, we try to impress different judges. I personally, with my performance, try to impress J-Lo the most, just because, again, it's J-Lo, just like Jalen said,
I mean, come on. I'm trying to impress J-Lo from my couch. I just don't think it's working. Well, you guys certainly had the wow factor, but the judges felt like your performance was still lacking a certain something, and you were given a callback, which was great. Were you guys expecting that outcome, Myson?
Coming into the performance, we definitely were pushing for that yes, and I, by the end of the performance, thought it was going to be a yes, and then there was a slip up that I didn't know about, so it was like, oh, you never know what could happen now, and something like that can switch from a yes to a no, so
right.
You never feel safe after that, and it was just exciting to hear that we were still safe and we were able to have another chance to show ourselves and prove ourselves.
Well, given that it was a callback, Isaiah, would you say the group felt more confident given that and you guys had practiced even harder, or were the nerves still there and at the forefront?
When we heard that we got a callback, like Myson said, I mean, we were pushing for that yes, so it was a slightly disappointing that we had to go through the callback, but we really used that to motivate us and really stand above our name, just rising over limits. Like, this was a limitation that was put in front of us, and we were ready to step up to the challenge.